Bonjour tout le monde! In this video I'm going to show you how to form le futur simple in French. And we use le futur simple when we want to say something will happen. So in English we use the word will to convey future meaning. There is no translation of the word will in French. Instead, we're going to have to add some endings on to the end of our verbs. So our endings are AI, AS, A, ONS, EZ, ONT. And they are the equivalent of saying will in English. And we form the future tense, le futur simple, starting with the infinitive of our verb, and then we need to add our future ending. So that's our AI, AS, A, ONS, EZ, or ONT. So for example, we want to say I will do something. We start with je. We take the infinitive. So in this case, we've used manger. And we add onto the end the AI. Je mangerai, I will eat. For tu, again, we're going to take the infinitive manger and add as. Tu mangeras, you will eat. For il, we're going to add a. Il mangera, he will eat. Nous, ONS, nous mangerons. For vous, we add iz. Vous mangerez. And for il, we add ont. Ils mangeront. If our infinitive ends in an E, as is the case with the verb boire, to drink, we're going to remove the E before we add our ending because we have to have an R before the future ending is added. So let's say we want to say I will drink, je, and then we've got boire without the E on the end, and then we add our AI. Je boirai, I will drink. Let's have a little practice on this slide. Write down how you would say, I will watch, you will finish, she will find, we will listen, you will drink, and they will wash. You can pause the video here to give yourself time to think and to write down the answers. But I will watch is je regarderai. You will finish, tu finiras. She will find, elle trouvera. We will listen, nous écouterons. You will drink, vous boirez. They will wash, ils laveront. In the future tense in French, there are a few verbs, not many, that are irregular. They're our naughty verbs that don't follow the usual pattern. And this is a pretty comprehensive list of the verbs in French that are irregular when we form the futur simple. And you'll see a lot of our usual suspects in there, aller, faire, avoir, être, pouvoir, vouloir, devoir, voir, etc. And all it means is we are not able to put our future ending onto the end of the infinitive. So we got to instead use what we call a future stem. For aller, that stem becomes IR. For faire, FER. Avoir, AUR. Être becomes SER. Pouvoir becomes POURR. Vouloir becomes VOUDR. Devoir, DEVR. And then voir, VERR. Envoyer, ENVERR. Mourir and courir, MOURR, COURR. Savoir becomes SAUR, Venir and tenir, you can see, follow a similar pattern, viendre, tiendre. Falloir becomes faudre, and recevoir becomes RECEVR. And these are the stems that we are going to add our future endings onto. You'll see that they all end in R. So if we want to say, I will go, we know we're going to use the verb aller, which is our verb to go. But because it's an irregular verb, we can't put our future ending onto the end of the infinitive. So we need to know the stem. And the stem for aller is IR. So we're going to say J apostrophe and then IR. And then we're going to add our AI, which is our future ending, onto the end. J'irai, I will go. Let's take another irregular verb, envoyer, which means to send. And again, we need to know the future stem because it's irregular. So it's ENVERR. This time we want to say you will send. So we start with tu, then we have our stem, and then we add our AS, our will ending. Tu enverras, you will send. Here's a little reminder of the future stems for each of our irregular verbs if you want to just take a few seconds to have a look. And we'll do some practice on the next slide of our irregular verbs. See if you can work out how to form the future tense with the following irregular verbs. I will know, you will be, she will see, we will do, you will be able, and they will have to. You can pause the video here to give yourself time to think and to write them down. So remember, our endings don't change, but instead of using the infinitive, we need to use the stem that I showed you. So our answers, I will know, je saurai, you will be, tu sauras, she will see, elle verra, we will do, nous ferons, they will be able, vous pourrez, and they will have to, ils devront. If we have a reflexive verb, it's really straightforward. And the only difference is we need the reflexive pronoun. So if we take the verb s'amuser, to have fun, if we want to say I will have fun, just je m'amuserai. So we've got our AI on the end. Tu t'amuseras, you will have fun. Il s'amusera, he will have fun. Nous nous amuserons, we will have fun. Vous vous amuserez, you will have fun. And finally, ils s'amuseront, they will have fun. So you can see our endings, our future endings are exactly the same. We put them onto the end of the infinitive, but we just have that added reflexive pronoun in there. Finally, I'll quickly show you what we do with negatives. If we want to put the future tense into the negative, we will use ne pas and ne jamais as our negative examples. So our negatives always go around the conjugated verb. So je mangerai, I will eat. The mangerai is our conjugated verb, the verb that's been changed. And that's where we're going to put our negatives around. So I will not eat would be je ne mangerai, and then our negative pas goes afterwards. And similarly, if we want to say I will never eat, again, je ne mangerai, and then jamais is our negative at the end. So you see how we sandwich the conjugated verbs between ne and the negative. Alors, bravo! You should now be able to, with a little bit of practice, form le futur simple. I hope you enjoy the music that I've put on the next slide. Bonne chance!